adrenaline run down and you keep pushing through, your body eventually is like, stop. I'm racing from England to the summit of Mount Everest, swimming, cycling, running, hiking and climbing, halfway across the planet to the top of the world. I've just entered the Arabian desert after 6,000 kilometers and 12 countries, marking the beginning of the harshest climate of the expedition so far. Heavy delays in Iraq have left me with little time to spare to reach Everest, and I have to cross the entire thing end to end. I'll have to push through 2,000 kilometers of endless dunes. We're in the desert now! Scorching heat.
Dehydration is so easy.
And remote desert roads.
It's a fire inside you that burns so hard that nothing will stop you.
You join me as I attempt to finally leave Iraq and cross into my 13th country, Kuwait. The border was not a simple process.
They took us into a room because they didn't believe us.
Yeah, they didn't believe that we'd cycled through Iraq in 12 days.
But they thought it was hilarious. Guy was just cracking up
They're
like
all
press, isn't it?
pissing themselves.
It is quite funny, really, when you think about it. We've done Iraq.
Literally done Iraq. And then we reached the no man's land, which little did we know was 5 kilometers long, carrying every bit of kit we owned and 2 bikes.
You enjoying the little jaunt, Mitchell?
By the time we made it through, it was already nearly sunset. We were exhausted from weeks of discomfort and stress, but that was all about to change.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for your help, man. It's good to meet you.
Ghazi and his friend Nichla, part of Kuwait's triathlon club, had reached out to me a few weeks back, offering to help.
Mitch, look at that.
Wow. I smelled it, oh my god.
That's incredible.
But Ghazi's generosity extended far beyond burgers. This unbelievable guy had offered to lend us his pickup truck for free for the rest of our time in Arabia. It's safe to say Stan was a bit happy.
Stanley!
Let's go! We are in Kuwait on the amazing man's farm. It's father's farm. It's a bit lost for words at the moment because the hospitality of Kuwait is incredible.
No, we're happy to have you.
Why did you want to help Mitch?
Just inspired by the goodwill that he's trying to create with the charity.
We've had a, I wouldn't say we've had a tough 10 days, have we, Stan? We haven't been tough, but we've definitely not had like...
I just don't think it's been comfortable.
Yeah, you always have to prioritize progress over anything, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just, I can't believe we're already here. I can't believe we've got a vehicle, we've got the routes sorted already.
Yeah. We'll make Kuwait as smooth as possible.
Yeah,
Thank you, mate.
Mitch, what's happening?
We're finding the Aberfeldy. So we're not only in Kuwait, we've just hit 6,000 kilometres.
We found the whiskey. 6,000 k's,
Cheers,
halfway
6,000
to Everest.
Halfway to 12,000 to Everest.
You proud?
Yeah. There's less in front of us left than there is behind us, which is massive.
Yeah.
That is massive. A little bit overwhelmed at the moment with all the kindness that's been shown to us today and getting a bit emotional. It's good.
What's it mean to you to be doing this right now?
Just, to be happy and healthy and living your dream with your friend. It's just everything anyone could dream for, really. And don't, because I wouldn't get upset, but it's true. Thinking of Dad and yeah, it's just good.
How long have you been thinking about doing this now?
Since I was about 6.
Yeah,
Literally.
you're doing it, man.
I'm doing it. We build on our dreams as kids, and we go even further than we ever thought. So.
Just smashing it, mate. I'm proud of you.
About you, I can't have some whiskey with me. Come on. The legends that lent us this. Ghazi and his friends are meeting us about half an hour and then come cycling with us to Kuwait City. A short cycle later and I was reunited with Ghazi and Nichla. Meet the legends.
How are you guys?
Good.
Brother. Some breakfast?
Love it.
You alright?
How are you?
Yeah, nice to see you.
Time was tight, so I had to cross this entire country in 2 days. Wasting no time, we packed up and got moving.
Have fun.
Where's my glasses?
I don't know.
You alright?
Do you need them?
We were making serious moves, absolutely rocketing across the beautiful desert roads. Ghazi was a talented athlete, so combine that with his warm company and a healthy tailwind, and I was flying along. Making the most of the wind and the company today, and the first day in 3 days I'm not feeling totally shit. Averaging 30k an hour, which I haven't done the entire trip. Goes to show how much difference having a few with you make. About 50 kilometres in, Ghazi swapped out with his friend Nichla. As I chatted to her, I discovered that not only had she founded the Triathlon Club, she was also one of the biggest drivers getting women into triathlon sports in Kuwait. I didn't realise you were the one who started the club.
Yeah. Now we opened the path.
Yeah.
I made it easier for them.
Yeah, incredible. It was a privilege to share the roads with such an inspirational person. Soon the desert gave way to a truly wild sight. Emerging through the haze was the longest bridge I'd ever seen.
Now we're on the longest bridge in GCC. It's around 33 kilometers.
A 33-kilometre bridge. That's crazy. Kuwait Causeway is the 4th longest bridge in the world. It felt totally impossible to be cycling directly over the ocean. And the sight became even more alien as Kuwait City itself came into view. Coming from Iraq just the day before, this was a strange sight, with its hundreds of skyscrapers and glass panels filling the skyline. But it wasn't long at all before I was in the thick of it. Oh, Kuwait, this is nothing compared to Baghdad. It wasn't Baghdad, but it was still a challenge to navigate the endless traffic and winding freeways. Eventually though, I made it into the centre for a bite to eat.
Boo.
Hey buddy.
How you doing?
Yeah, you
having a good time?
Yeah, great.
Very easy.
Good.
You meet.
Flying with good company. Just feel like we've just been transported to a different continent. You know?
I was gonna say, suddenly you're in like a metropolis with.
It's very strange.
You know, any food you can imagine.
Yeah.
The Kuwait food scene is pretty insane.
it is.
Yeah. How many Ks was it? Like 110?
10 or something.
Yeah.
Already.
You've done 110?
Already, yeah.
Bloody hell.
I wish we could average. I could do this pace for months
The whole
on end.
trip.
The secret is that Mitch actually isn't a very good cyclist.
Oh, don't worry, I've told them both that.
What you're doing has nothing to do with actual like cycling skills.
No, exactly.
You just have to have the grit and the head and the mentality.
That's the point of the message. It's not about that. You haven't got to be a gifted athlete to achieve your wildest dreams.
Your best trait is your personality.
Thank you. Full, happy, and totally overwhelmed, I made my way out of the city and south towards the border. As the sun set, I had a puncture, but I didn't care. It had been an incredible day.
How's the day been?
Fantastic. Got a puncture at the end, but that's quite good because it was at the end.
Yeah,
So yeah,
better than at the start.
much better than at the start.
Can't
Because
argue with that. Mad city.
but mad city, beautiful. What a difference to Iraq. A few places I've been to where like the divide is so quick, so different.
It is just mad to come from a relatively poor part of the country to this.
And as if what he'd already done wasn't enough, Ghazi had put us up for the night. We have our own villa tonight.
Honestly, I don't know what's going
in
on.
Kuwait Sahara Golf Resort.
Our friend has just like gifted us this. We're home.
Honey, we're home.
Oh my god. What the f?
I mean, I was expecting to be camping.
Yeah, cool.
No, so it's up to scratch. It's good.
That's just a bit silly, isn't it? But the size of that TV.
After a beautiful night's sleep in pure luxury, it was time to get my game face back on. I only had 80 kilometers before I hit Saudi Arabia. Back with the dream team.
Yay!
Come on.
40k to Saudi.
We sped through the final 80 kilometers to the border on more beautiful roads. We reached it quickly, so I had a little bit of time to spare to meet Ghazi's family.
You want to be
famous then? Okay,
Yeah.
you say hello.
No.
Wave to the camera.
Now you're famous.
There you go.
Hey.
That was easy.
That was easy. Oh, so nice.
They're excited.
Such a lovely family.
Amazing. Big family.
Yeah. So we met by cycling. I said, hey, where are you going? And then he said he's going all the way to India.
Oh,
On the bicycle.
Look at his face.
Let's have a competition who can do the best British accent.
Can you give me a glass of water? Mummy, Daddy, may I have a glass of water?
That's really good.
Mummy, Daddy, can I have a glass of water, please?
That was really good. Can you do one?
No, I don't know.
It was an absolute pleasure to spend time with so many wonderful people. Kuwait may have only been a short stay, but we've been welcomed here with such extreme generosity. It was hard to believe. And it still wasn't done. Oh, I think the trip's over.
We would have stayed here.
Yeah, I agree.
Some of my t-shirts for Stan.
Oh, incredible.
Amazing. Thank
I'll
you.
definitely.
I've got extra cycling shorts.
Oh, that won't hurt for you.
We sat together by the ocean, taking in my last dose of comfort for a while. But all too soon, it was time to move on to my 14th country.
This is where we say goodbye to these legends.
Best of luck.
Amazing. We'll see you again soon.
Stay safe and try to stay out of the way of the trucks.
Try.
You've made it here, so we're confident you can push through.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See you
All right,
guys.
take care. Bye bye.
Here we are at the border of Kuwait and Saudi Arabia.
This border was a massive relief. Gone was the suspicion and sniffer dogs of the previous countries. It was quick, straightforward and easy. And before I knew it, I'd finally made it to the big, bad
Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia is a vast country, covering most of the Arabian desert. It's the birthplace of Islam, home to Mecca, the most important religious site in the Muslim world. It's an incredibly wealthy country, ruled by a genuine royal family, and a fascinating, if very controversial place. But I had other things on my mind.
I've just spent the last 15 minutes just dreaming of roast dinners. If I manage to pull this off, I'm just gonna go round and I'm just gonna do a tour for like a month of just going around doing nothing but eating roast dinners. Everyone out there listening, if you can have me for a roast dinner, please, that would be amazing.
God, this really is the middle of the desert now, eh? Such a weird combination of like wild and really, really developed. Seem a bit out of it.
2-3 days of feeling and stuff. It's just caught up to me, you know. Like when you're feeling run down and you keep pushing through, your body eventually is like, stop.
Yeah.
See?
Mate, well, I got loads of food.
Thank God for that, yeah. Yeah, I've been feeling like a little bit thin. I think that's the other thing, it's just playing on my mind a bit psychological about the body.
Yeah, you're in desperate need of nutrition.
Yeah, but again, it's only because we're at the end of this big slog from Baghdad to Dammam, you know, the body's just kind of saying, you need to eat. How many calories did they say I should be eating?
8,000.
8,000.
Oh, wow.
The heat and wind really picked up as I headed towards the finish. I was still being pushed forward, but there was heavy crosswind too, which made it difficult to stay straight and blew sharp, stinging sand into my eyes and mouth. I was satisfied by the end, but glad to be stopping.
Okay, back to Dammam. And then tonight, in the Love Island house, a new contestant has entered the game.
I got a text.
No, we've got another team member coming.
Oh yeah, oh that's fine.
Producer Molly was on her way back, but she was bringing with her a new recruit.
Hello. How you doing?
Oh.
Hello, mate. How you doing? Mate, good to meet you. How's it going? Pleasure. You well? Yeah, fine. Good. Have you been to sleep or have you just been? No, I'm normally up until like 2
Man
anyway.
doesn't sleep, you'll come to learn.
Yeah. No, glad you're here. Yeah, you've been pretty flat out. It sounds so. Okay.
Did you miss me?
Oh, you filmed it? Yes, sir. Hello.
Today was a resupply and recovery day in the city of Dammam. This was a strange place, beautifully laid out, but eerily Western, with seemingly every business a US brand. We headed to a cheesecake factory of all places to introduce Ben to the team. Unfortunately, every one of us was either jet lagged or already crazy.
We have a new addition.
Where did you come from, first of all?
I'm an illusion. We have a new addition.
A new edition.
Come on, guys.
I don't know. If you haven't noticed, I hate the camera.
Say something, anything that does justice to the fact that Ben has come here.
It's getting bigger. Isn't it?
I'm disappointed with like the lack of excitement. That was take 2.
Yeah.
I got 3 hours of sleep and I have no idea where I am in the world right now.
Right, guys. We're very
Hey guys,
excited.
we're here in
We're so
Cheesecake
excited.
Factory, Saudi Arabia, with
Do you want me to actually say?
Ben Cook.
Hi, guys.
Ben is an incredibly talented filmmaker and humanitarian aid worker who's experienced working all over the world. He's here to take the strain off Stan, who's been going it alone for far too long, but also to coordinate security and bring a fresh wave of energy to our sad, tired team. He also has a
Great big bushy beard.
bushy beard.
We are extremely lucky to have Ben joining us. Overqualified for the job, not only to be filming and editing with Stan, but he's like a survivor skills guy. He knows what's up. And you've got somebody else to talk their ear off.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm thrilled. Who are you, Ben?
Who are you?
Why are you here?
What are you doing?
Why are any of us here?
I would love to tell you that a good night's sleep fixed the unhinged insanity of the team, but that would be a lie.
How are you getting on with these roads? That's
Having the time of my life, mate. I enjoy the fact that roads don't go in the direction that you'd expect them to. Sometimes it adds a bit of spice to life, you know. It is like life, really, if you think about it. You go down a road expecting to go a certain direction because it makes sense, and then you just end up in another part of the city, confused, alone, scared. I like things that make no logical sense.
He's not very happy about it. I just get this feeling. It's strange.
That was close.
We are back on the road, heading towards the UAE. One sentence to describe your experience in Saudi.
Chaotic.
What about you, Molly? What do you think about Saudi?
I love it. I love their cheesecake.
Sorry, I missed the explanation for that, and I don't think I'm going to include it.
What have we done? What have we done?
Could you talk me through the meaning of that dance?
That was my experience of Saudi through interpretive dance.
What did it all mean?
What did it mean?
See ya.
Bye, honey.
Sake. It's always something. So you've jinxed us. This was the first time I've ever forgotten my phone.
Cut to
And the only
every
reason-
other thing he's ever forgotten every day.
Is that the first time he's ever forgotten something?
Something? No, I mean, it's a daily occurrence. It's quite a politician move, that, from Mitch. It's like the first time I've ever forgotten my phone.
Finally, I was all set and hit the road once again. All of the incredible company the last few days completely re-energized me. But it was good to get back into my own solitary bubble, able to reflect on just how far I'd come and why I was here at all.
Here we are on the bike, just having a bit of an emotional moment. It's good to have a nice song with a cry now and again. There's certain songs come on and you start to think about home, your dad. Every time it comes on, the JCB song, I just imagine my dad on the road next to me in his JCB, because he actually used to have a JCB and we used to drive in it. I imagine him next to me driving a JCB saying, "Come on boy, keep going." So it just gets you. It gets me, but it keeps me going. It sets a fire inside you that burns so hard that nothing will stop you. And that's what I try to talk about. And that's one of the main messages of the whole trip. Channel loss and channel adversity into something that's not negative, but you can just use it as fuel. Anyway, we'll stop crying now and we'll carry on cycling.
I pushed on with renewed resolve and strength. The conditions were harsh and I was f***ed, but it was totally beautiful here. The coast especially was spectacular and home to some
Beautiful wildlife.
Mitch or flamingo?
Flamingo. Flamingo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we are really in the desert now. Temperatures have increased between 5 and 10 degrees. It feels like it really is hot. And that's what it's all about. Just got to be careful because dehydration in these conditions is so easy. I'm absolutely dripping. Oh, it's absolutely stunning now. Got the Arabian Gulf to my left and the herd of camels on my right. Can't get much better than that.
What are you doing?
Bastardising coffee.
I think you're doing a great job.
On apple tits.
That is fantastic. My favourite thing about it is that the plastic is as warm as the coffee and my hands are burning.
I'm impressed you're holding it for that long.
No, I don't really feel anything anymore.
It's concerning that I know that that's true. There's our boy.
Stephanie's starting to eat up. We're in the desert now.
You good?
Check it out.
How's the bob?
Same as always, tight but hanging in there.
Yeah.
Make sure not to get my feed because I want to get paid for that shit if that's on camera.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Sandy, dusty goodness.
That's so weird.
So we have a Patreon.
Molly's been pushing my OnlyFans for a long time.
Mate, I'm telling you, we'd make all of our money. Please. We wouldn't have to ask for sponsorship. Question is, flamingos or Mitch?
Flamingos. What a stupid question. Look at this! Mitch!
Love you.
It's always tough, isn't it, sending the kids off to school, just wondering what their day is going to be like.
good job he's got his big brother to look after him, isn't it?
Oh, thank God.
I know.
I had been spoiled for company the last week, and it was no coincidence that this was by far the highest mileage of the expedition too. I can't begin to describe the power of being with others when doing hard things. It stops your doubts from overwhelming you and allows you to appreciate the beauty of what you're doing.
Mate, it's great to be here. I mean, look at this is like, this is proper desert, huh? Is this what you expected so far?
Mostly, yeah. Meeting amazing people along the way, wildlife, terrain, landscapes you never even thought about.
It is boiling hot, and you've got, albeit it's a nice breeze coming from the sea, but that's just going straight in my path. Brutal. We've just pushed into sandstorm area according to the sign. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's one of those that you kind of, you'd like to see it, but you wouldn't like to be in it.
We pedalled hard through the rest of the day and thankfully managed to evade any deadly sandstorms all the way to the end.
Come on, Mitch, highlight of the day.
No, highlight of the day. Having Ben join me.
Oh!
Is that not good?
It just feels good to hear it.
Oh, you one of the units?
I just wanted to hear it. It feels good. Where are you going, Mitch?
Desert poo, mate.
And he was never seen again. No, for real, he has lost his mind. Molly came in and she was like, "Is Mitch feeling like ill today?"
Really?
And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "Well, he just seems really like crazy today." And I was like, "No, that's just a change that's happened in the 3 weeks since you were last year."
That's weird. It was fall over there.
Yeah, 100%. What's your take on Mitch so far, though?
Well, Mitch, he's a great
Does-
guy. He's very genuine. He's doing this for all the right reasons.
He's quite a wholesome guy, I think.
Yeah, he seems that way.
He's the biggest optimist,
Yeah.
honestly, to the point of delusion or harm.
Yeah, but I mean, being delusional is sometimes very useful.
I think so.
you can't do stuff like this without a healthy dose of being delusional.
Yeah, you need to back yourself beyond
Yeah.
the realistic in order
Yeah.
to accomplish the unrealistic.
Nothing happened.
Mitch was just looking for his helmet.
This is proof that we always start from exactly where we left off.
What happened, Mitchell?
Don't shroud this in a positive. You just need to accept that your admin was up your arse.
When I finished the ride yesterday, obviously took my helmet off, sorted the bike out, and just forgot to put the helmet in the van.
So Mitch yesterday, which I have on camera, he left his phone, didn't he? And he was like, "Oh, this never happens to me."
This is the first time I've ever
This is the
left
first
my
time.
helmet.
And in classic man mentality, it was like, oh, straight away, someone's nicked it.
Yeah, the helmet, yeah, because we left it open last night in the back of it. You know, you left it open in the back of a car park. That was my first reaction.
Yeah,
and then it teleported.
We left.
Why?
My favourite thing about Mitch.
We.
My favourite thing
I
about
go-
Mitch is his use of the word we.
Don't say we. I say I.
Don't f***ing lie to me.
When do I
I'll kill
say
you.
we?
I'm so glad you're him. I'm not on my own anymore.
See you later.
We're gonna f some shit up now. We're gonna go to UAE, tear up the roads with violence. Or,
What?
you know, kindness
Kindness, good.
and beautiful filmmaking. Get to Everest and then can all go and have a nice pint of beer.
Excellent. Yalla.
That sounded pretty good to me. Saudi had been an absolute whirlwind. The remote desert roads, crazy climate, and endless dunes had almost passed me by as I was moving so quickly. But experiencing the awe-inspiring vastness of this incredible landscape was an adventurous dream. Now, I was slap bang in the middle of Earth's second biggest desert, and I couldn't wait to see what the rest of it would bring.
Just about to hit the border of UAE.
This was yet another slick, simple border crossing, and despite some funny looks,
Assalamu alaikum. Okay.
I made it across in no time at all.
And that is it. We are officially in the UAE.
Very excited. So you guys are pushing on to find a good camp spot over on the beach or next to the beach.
Right, find us somewhere nice.
If the last week has taught me anything, it was that adventure isn't defined by the difficulty of your challenge. It's not defined by the hardship you endure or even the places you go. It's defined by the people you meet on the road and the experiences and cultures you share with one another. I may have been a broken man as I made it to camp, but right now, I was a happy one.
It's absolutely insane, isn't it? What do you think about that, Mitch?
Fantastic.
What these like roll out
sprawl out little camp bed things with attached pillow and just lying on the desert floor.
Who's your mate?
That's Clarence. It's very strange how we're like kind of in the middle of UAE in the desert, and there's another one. Bloody hell.